Greetings and welcome to Hexed Encountered. I'm Joe. In this video, we're going to be doing a little Sports Saturday. This is Fury Football. It is from Play Now, which is playnow.com. Note the two A's in there. Of course, Play Games is one of my favorite publishers of sports games, as well as some other things they do as well. But in this case, this is a football game, as you may guess, but it is a football game with a twist. As you can see here, it says Alt Sport Strategy Game. If we take a look at the box here on the back, let's bring it up a little closer here. So, experience the future of football in a crumbling future where concrete and smog cover the country. Football remains America's pastime. Evolve to satisfy the frenzy of its audience. The game has grown faster, harder, and more brutal with precious contracts and salaries on the line. Teams do whatever it takes to bring home the victory. This is the future. This is Fury Football. Assemble your league and watch as teams square off to be crowned a Fury Football champion. Manage a team of your own to see if you can take it to the top. Play head-to-head against another player and compete for victory and glory. Possibilities are endless with Fury Football in your new unique sports universe. So what does it come with? A game board, 2 offense boards, 2 defense boards, 4 play calling cards, 4 21-card sample teams, 3 6-sided dice, 1 20-sided die, 3 game board markers, a rules booklet, a game book, and sleeve. There's a look at the components. Now let's take a look inside the box. So the sleeve covers it as it usually does. And inside we've got our rule book and our package of components. So let's take a look here at the rule book real quick. It is fairly short. Standard Play Games rule book here. Setup info is here. Then we've got playing the game. And it tells you, you roll your D20 basically, and you get results 1 through 12. Do this. 13 to 19, do that. Roll of 20, you do this. You can get penalties, of course, on offense or defense. You've got play results, and they're fairly standard football type play results as you would expect. Short losses, no gain, short gain, medium gain, long gain, touchdowns, interceptions, fumbles, sacks, incomplete. Penalties, injuries, etc. Touchdown conversions. Here's one of the things that's very different from real football, besides the size of the teams, which fewer players on the field in this game. If a team scores a touchdown, it then has the opportunity to convert for additional points. Scoring team chooses which yard line from which it wants to convert, and with the conversion worth 1 point for every yard. Successful conversion from the 3-yard line then is worth 3 points, while a successful conversion from the 9-yard line is worth 9 points. If the conversion is successful, the scoring team is given the opportunity to convert again from the same yard line or a different one for different points. If the conversion fails, the defending team takes over for a new possession at whatever yard line the offense had advanced or retreated to on the conversion attempt. So basically, there's no kicking in this game. There's no kickoffs, there's no field goals, etc. Right? Each team gets 4 offensive possessions for a total of 8 possessions per game. If a team's already winning the game when it begins the 8th and final possession, it may choose the victory formation and kneel out for the win. Okay, then there's information on playing it solitaire, which is how I will be doing it, of course, and it gives you several options. One of 3 ways you can call offense for both teams. You can call offense and defense for one team and use a 6-sided die to make offense and defense calls for the other. Or you can let the game play itself and simply watch the action unfold by using auto play callers for both teams' offenses and defenses. Offense and defense auto callers printed on the game results board, right? And you've got advanced options, audibles, auto calls for conversions. If you're playing solo, you roll a 6-sided die to determine how many points for which your auto opponent will try to convert. If your opponent is trailing by a large margin, you may elect to roll 2 6-sided dice. Kicking option, okay, as I said, there isn't really kicking in here, but you can do a kick option and in this case, it's sort of a combination of a punt field goal attempt, roll 2 6-sided dice, add them, and move the ball that many yards down the field. If the ball lands on or beyond the 0-yard line, score 3 points for the kicking team, and the defending team takes over the new possession at the midfield stripe. Otherwise, the defending team takes over with a new possession on the yard line to which the kick traveled. Note that if you roll doubles, the kick is blocked. It's considered a turnover, with the defending team taking over at whatever yard line the ball was kicked from. Extended possession after a defensive turnover, team strategy cards. That's the rules. Now let's take a quick look at our components here. We'll take everything out of the bag. Now we have some dice. There's our 20-sider. It is yellow. We've got 3 yellow D6s, 1 black D6. 3 pawns or meeples if you prefer. Yellow, kind of an orangey red, and a blue. And we have cards here for various things. You've got react, you've got pass, you've got run, and you have fury. And of course, we have the game board and the display boards for offense. And you can see there's only 6 players. You've got offense and defense. Both sides use 6 players. Then we have the teams that come with the game. I think these are all, yes. So these are your initial teams, right? We have the Houston Hombres here. And you can see there's really only there's only 2 types of players. You have backs and you have linemen, right? So this is Houston, and you have strategy cards. And over here, we have more players for Houston, right? So that is, it basically folds out, right? Like this. So you get 21 cards, I think it said, per team. Yeah, 21 cards per team. Not all of them are players. Let me hold this down so you can see the whole thing, right? So 7 by 3 is 21, but 5 of those 21 are strategy cards. The other 16 are player cards. So it folds up like that. And then we have the Los Angeles Lunatics. And some of the names are pretty cool as well. You can see some of these names. Some sound pretty futuristic, I guess. Hannibal Lacodia. Neo Uric. Havoc Johnstone. And then you have your strategy cards, of course. And again, it adds up to a total of 21 cards. Our third team that's in here is the New York Nukes. And again, 21 total cards, as you can see. And last but certainly not least, the Detroit Rippers. They all have their own color scheme. And again, 21 cards per team. Now, that is the entirety of what's in the box. And obviously, I will be doing some playthrough on this. I did want to mention I also bought some of the add-ons for the game. And I already removed them from their baggie here. We have, here's the note that explains the expanded coach cards, which I bought. And that's these guys right here. There's a decent number of them as well. So these are interesting, right? Because it tells you what to do. And you can see the names are kind of, some of them are puns. We've got Pete Standard, but then you've got Chellebeck. I wonder who that might be based on. And you can see the what the calls are for runs, passes, audibles, etc. Dan Dangerfield, Ed Safely, Ding Warmer, Bruce Tidegill, etc. Jens. There's a lot of these. So right here we have 4x4, so we have 16. And then we have more. These are the offense and defense for these guys. So this is offense. The gold is offense. Right, that's offense, as you can see right at the top there. It says, for Zoran James here, it says offense. And then here, we've got Zoran James defense. And of course, up there, you do have Chellebeck. So then we have another set, including John Harbrough, Matt Patricks, Moon Means, etc. Pernicious Williams. Right? There you go. Vance Come on, man. Vance Lumbago. Then, of course, we have defense for them as well. There's Bormer Mortensen. There's Vince Lumbago, Norm Shue. And then we have a third set. And so you have a total of 48 coaches here. Beef Burgoyne, Mac LaFleur, Sean Payday, etc. Coyle, Shanrahan, Ruthless. And their defensive cards. There's Coyle Shanahan, or Shanrahan rather. Aaron Maybe, Mac LaFleur, Beef Burgoyne. I like that one. But I also bought additional teams, and there's a bunch of these too. So you can buy international and stuff. This is just North America, basically. So we've got the Vegas Bada Bings. Then we've got the New Orleans Big Fun. There. And we have the Chicago Binge, again. And we have the Milwaukee Buzz, the Minnesota Chill, Pacific Dreadnoughts, the Kansas City Drifters. I like the helmet logo there with the gun on there. That's kind of cool. These are very creative. Keith Avalone is a very creative guy, as is his son, Sam. Seattle Droids. We've got the Atlanta Gems. So you can see there's a lot of these. San Francisco Heroes. The Phoenix Inferno. The Miami Maelstrom. The Boston Malcontents. The Philadelphia Mongrels. The Washington Panic. Gulf Coast Splash. The Cleveland Stevedores. The Dallas TNT. The Nashville Twang. And finally, the Denver Wild Blue. So there you have, as you can see, there are, stick to the bag, there are a slew of these. I think it's like 20 or something. I forget. You can look on the website and find out for yourself. But there are a lot of these, and combined with the 4 that come with the game, you have enough for a 2014 league. So this is pretty cool. And that is a look at the game Fury Football from Play Now, and expect to see a playthrough of some action here from Fury Football. But that is going to do it for this one. I do thank you for watching. As always, I appreciate the support. If you have anything to say or ask, please feel free to do so. Use the comments, and I will do my best to reply. Aside from that, if you would consider liking, sharing, and or subscribing to the channel, that is greatly appreciated. If you are a sports fan and are not interested in the war games, you might want to consider subscribing anyway, because I will be attempting to do at least 2 sports-related videos per month here on the Hexed Encounter channel. So for now, that is going to do it. I'm Joe. This is the Hexed Sports. Woo! Hexed Encountered channel. And until next time, as always, happy gaming.